Family is supposed to be your safe space, but what happens when those, people who raised you become the ones who tear you down? This is why I would never talk to my transphobic aunt and granny ever again. Yeah, let's get into it. Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Alizea and I'm your favorite black transsexual. Get up into the big purr, whatever. I'm back. How are you wonderful, amazing people doing today, girl? I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Period. Yes, y'all, I am still currently sick. I am still recovering, but, get up into the big purr. It's another beautiful day, so I gotta, push out some pre-recorded content for my Bookie Bears. Hello. Before we get to today's wonderful, astounding video, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe because you would never find another ghetto black transsexual like me. Hello, hello, hello. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. Get up into the big purr, whatever. Go ahead and lock in on my soul. Let me give y'all a little introduction of, my relationship with my aunt and granny before, I came out as trans and before things took a sour turn for the worse. Hello. So I'm not going to lie, in the beginning of my life, the early childhood memories that I remember when I would go to my auntie's house because my mama had to go to work or whatever. She was working at this one factory job or whatever, right? And so my mama would pay my auntie to babysit me or whatever, right? I would love to go to my auntie's house because I'll literally be watching SpongeBob with my, noodles and my Kool-Aid pouches. Like, hello, like, those was the days for real. And I would go hang out with my cousin or whatever, right? Because me and my cousin was real close. Like, her name is Kiki or whatever, right? Me and her were, like, real close like that or whatever, right? We used to play fight or whatever. We used to have, like, this little tree house or whatever. It wasn't even a tree house, though. It was literally a tree that we would just climb on top of and jump off of to get on the trampoline. Like, it was so much fun. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like there was other memories with my auntie where, she would buy me snow cones. She'll give me little cute Christmas presents. She'll have a little stocking or whatever. It was like so good. It was so joyful. Like, oh my God, like I loved being around my auntie. I used to literally for a moment in time, I'm not gonna lie, this between us, there was a moment in time where I loved my auntie more than I love my mama, and that says a lot. But you never understand a true person's colors. You never see a true person's colors until you live with them. So, yeah, let's, keep it cute, no shade. Now, my earlier childhood memories with my granny, those were a little bit different. With my granny, she was like, I guess we're gonna say the eldest elder. Like, you have to respect your elders. And this is why I'm so serious. I don't respect my elders now. Like, you could fall down a flight of stairs. I truly don't care if, yeah, no shade. But my granny, the earliest memories I have of her, I'm not gonna lie, I remember this one time with my granny or whatever. I stayed with my granny. Like, I spent the weekend over there, maybe a week with her. And like Belton, Texas, she had this lake house. It was so fucking beautiful, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, her whole backyard was just a giant ass balcony, bitch. I was like, damn, how the hell does she afford this shit? I'm like, whoa, my granny is rich. Hello. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Like, yeah, I really don't have no good memories with her. Like, my granny, all of my memories was when she was beating me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember another time, like, we broke one of her plants. Like, we accidentally knocked it over because me and my cousin Kiki was, like, roughhousing or whatever, because we used to love play fighting. Like, no tea, no shade. To this day, we be play fighting, right? And so, yeah, we was roughhousing. We pushed her plant down and it broke or whatever, right? So she told us to pick switches out of the front of the like the front porch or whatever, like the front yard or whatever. So yeah, we picked some switches out, and she spanked us with them. Like, she literally pulled down everything. Like, Tushy just all out. Bow, bow, bow. Like, those are the memories I have with my granny. Like, no tea, no shade. It would be something like that. Or like, you know, me having an asthma attack. Or I remember this one memory with my granny. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Let me keep this between us. So, like I said, my granny used to stay in that lake house in Belton, Texas or whatever, right? Y'all, let me tell y'all something. So, she ended up getting evicted because this girl never went to pay. This girl didn't have enough money to pay for her rent or whatever, right? Because the whole time I thought she owned the damn house. But no, she rented the fucking house, right? So, she didn't have enough money, so they evicted her or whatever, right? Y'all, I'm not going to lie. We found mole rats in the goddamn basement, y'all. Like, it was so much. Like, it was a lot going on in that goddamn house. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. You know, the people ended up pulling up or whatever, right? And it was like, you need to get out. Mind you, these are like white people or whatever, right? Mind you, I'm like not a 5-year-old, let's say 7 or 8-year-old, maybe 10 up most. Like, I was like 10 years old. And I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And so my granny's telling me to cuss them out, to go, you know, fight them and stuff. Baby, I'm a punk. Like, hello, I'm a punk girl. So I'm not gonna lie, I was crying. I was like, oh my God, I want my mama. I want my mommy. Da, 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 da. So y'all, tell me why, like, tell me why my granny ended up going to go tell my mama that I'm such a punk, this and that she needs to raise me better and stuff like that, because I'm over here crying and I didn't even defend my granny and stuff like that, and I'm supposed to be a whole man, this and that. I'm like, girl, like, so I always looked at her sideways after that. Like, no tea, no shade. Like, yeah, like, I really never fooled that woman for real. Like, yeah, I don't know. The love died. No tea, no shade. So the last good memory I remember with all of us together, with me, my granny, my aunt, like my whole family, like, let me tell y'all this. I remember we used to always get together. Like, we used to have get-togethers where, you know, I show little old childhood memory photos of us all together or whatever. Mind you, my family is deep black. Like, honey, we're dark skinned. So, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. No tea, no shade. When I tell you, like, you know, we used to have little get-togethers or whatever. I remember, I think it was either Christmas or Thanksgiving. Girl, my granny, she used to be able to whip it down in the kitchen. I don't know what the hell happened, because she cooks sloppy now. Like, girl, no tea, no shade. But y'all, like, my granny used to make fried turkey. Like, the girl would fry the turkey down, have it deep fried. She'll make some chitlins or whatever, girl. No tea, no shade, girl. I used to love me some chitlins. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, she used to have some good old cornbread. It'll be sugary. She used to have the sugar beans, the sugar rice. Hello, girl. Oh my God. Like, she used to have that good old creamy, you know, roasted mac and cheese, girl. The good old greens. Like, oh my God, my granny would whip it down. And we used to always have little family reunions or whatever too. No tea, no shade. But so this is where things, like I said, take a turn for the worse or whatever, right? So like I said, you know, as I'm getting older and as time is progressing or whatever, right? I'm not gonna lie, you know, I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. My mama ended up passing away. I feel like my mama's passing is what really shifted this family for, I'm gonna be honest with you, the worst. Like, on my mama's side, no tea, no shade, because like things literally got, you know, hectic. I was only like 15 when my mama died. Yeah, I think 15 or 16. I don't remember, but like, yeah. I was young when my mama died. So I only had like my closest relatives that lived in that city with me was my granny and my aunt. So literally I was like, oh my God, like, where am I gonna go? My granny couldn't take care of me, and she told me like flat out, no, like, I'm not gonna take care of you or whatever, which I was just like, oh, okay, that's weird. But you know, I just went on by my business. And y'all, let me tell you this, after my mom died and I came out as trans and all the things happening or whatever, right? Like I said, things shifted in how they treated me. Like, it felt like I was a burden. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, they tried to send my mama's rings, y'all. They tried literally demolishing her house to rampage. Like, I'm saying it so wrong, but like, they were like digging in every little thing they could find to try to find some valuable items. Like, this ring right here, they literally tried to steal this and sell this and pawn this. This is my mama's ring. Why are you pawning something so valuable? And I'm not even talking about valuable as in money wise. I'm talking about valuable in, like, you know, the heart or whatever. Like, this This isn't something you sell. This is something you cherish. Hello, like, I haven't taken this off since she died. Like, no tea, no shade, right? And so, I'm not gonna lie, like, they claimed that they deserved it. Like, I remember my auntie threw a whole hissy fit. She acted like, oh my God, I deserve this ring. You know, she was my sister, this and that, without even thinking about me or my future. Like, that just rubbed me the wrong way, right? And they didn't even want to raise me, to be honest with you. Like, the only reason why my auntie took care of me is because my brother paid her $6,000 to take care of me. And I didn't even know about all this. My brother paid off thousands of dollars worth of tickets. My brother, you know, paid for a little bit of the rent. Not gonna lie, y'all, he paid some of her bills. I was like, damn, I did not know you paid all this. And he paid for the funeral, girl. And I did not know funerals cost money, girl. That shit was expensive. Like, it was so much shit that my brother went through with that goddamn woman. No tea, no shade, girl. And my auntie is the type of person where she will always be like, oh my God, nobody ever comes and checks up on me, but she don't ever come and check up on them. Like, she's weird as fuck. And she always asks for money, but let me stop skipping the, you know, story or whatever. No tea, no shade. I'm not gonna lie though, like, you know, they really only cared about me when it pertained to money, because when they realized I got SSI checks, you know, that's social security income or whatever, right? When they realized I got those type of checks, girl, they literally took that money and didn't even give me anything. I didn't know, because, like, y'all, I have to, this is between us, okay? I had to pay back $4,000 in SSI money or whatever, right? This is between us, okay? They were being fraudulent and didn't tell the government that they had this and that going on and all this and that. So I had to pay back in back pay or whatever, right? $4,000 worth. I'm not paying that shit. I'm not gonna lie, girl. You better take that out my goddamn check, because I am not willingly paying that shit back. I'm sorry, girl. The government gonna have to come knocking at my window. I'm so sorry. No tea, no shade. But yeah, no tea, no shade, y'all. You know, I was looking at the stubs, like the pay stubs of my SSI checks. I don't understand how the hell my fucking auntie didn't have enough money to pay for rent. When my SSI checks, I didn't know they were getting almost $1,000 in those goddamn checks, right? But guess what? She would literally get like $1,000 out of that check, right? She'll only give me $100. The rest of the money she'll keep to herself, my auntie. She'll be like, well, I'm the one taking care of you, this and that. But don't you want me to have a future? What my auntie used to always say, my auntie, my granny, like my whole family, they'll always be like, I can't wait until he turns 18 so he can get the hell out the house. Well, how the hell am I going to get out the fucking house with $100 fucking dollars? That don't make no goddamn sense, bitch. This is America. This is 2025. You cannot live off of $100. You can't even live off of $1,000, honey. That $1,000 is rent now. So that's like 1 month worth. Like, no. Like, cut it short. No tea, no shade. My auntie will also constantly misgender me in public in front of my friends and, you know, talk behind my back. And she'll also misgender me behind closed doors. She would manipulate me into thinking I was wrong, literally. And, you know, for me not giving her my whole check, like, literally sometimes when I used to have a job back in Waco or whatever, right, and I'll come home with a check or whatever, she'll immediately say, I need money for rent, I need money for this, and I need money for that. And when I tell her I don't have enough, she'll literally guilt trip me and be like, well, you're being so selfish, you're this and that. Her favorite word used to be like, I'm so selfish. And a lot of people say that I'm selfish. I don't mean to come off as selfish. I'm like, I feel like what me coming off as selfish, like, that's a trauma response. Let me say it like that. I worry about myself before I worry about anybody else. If I don't have no true love, like, for you, I don't care about you. That's just how I am. Like, truly, if I truly do not love you, like, there's no, like, I'm not reaching out. I'm not saying, hey, like, none of that shit. Like, no tea, no shade. And so, like, yeah, when she kept saying that I'm selfish and this and that, I just always kept in the back of my mind, okay, bet, you want to call me selfish? When you die, I'm never coming to your goddamn grave. I don't give a fuck about your funeral. Don't ever talk to me again. Like, that's just in my fucking mind. I know people might be like, you can't treat your family like that. You can't treat your family like that. Well, family is supposed to be together. you're supposed to be able to love each other. You're supposed to be able to communicate with each other. Family is not supposed to tear each other down to be fucking money hungry, blood sucking vampires, energy sucking vampires. They're not supposed to be talking shit behind your goddamn back, especially about a child's back. Make that make sense. That's not what family does. And if you think that's how family is supposed to be, you're just supposed to get over it, there's something genuinely wrong with you. I'm sorry. Like, no tea, no shade. And she never acknowledged my gender identity unless I gave her money. Like, literally, I remember one time, like, I gave her, like, you know, let's say it like this. I gave her, like, $200, right? So I was trying to be nice or whatever, right? And she's like, oh, my God, girl, yes. Yes, girl. What you want from the store, girl? We finna go to bingo. Da-da-da-da-da. And y'all, literally, the next time she get mad at me, oh, my God, you're a B word. You're a freaking H word. You F slur. You F slur. That's why your mama didn't love you, this and that. Like, all that type of, like, literally, no tea, no shade. And like I keep saying, like, she constantly kept saying that I'm still a man at the end of the day. And, you know, that I need to stop sitting over here calling myself a girl because I'm not a girl. But I just don't understand how she says that she supports me and she says that she loves me, but you don't sit over here and see me for me. Like, I'm Alizea. Like, it just damages me. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. This is why I'm so, like different from other transgender, like, influencers, or just different from other trans people that you see on the day-to-day basis. Like, this is why I just say I'm black and I'm trans and I'm beautiful, instead of saying that I'm a woman and I'm beautiful, because, like, she ingrained in my head for so long that I'm just a man and that I need to just be a man. And there was literally times where I've even thought about detransitioning because of her when I was younger, and I was like, damn, like, am I even trans for real? And she had in my head that I was the cause of my mother's death because I was transitioning and it was too much stress on my mama and shit like that. Like, she really tried to play in my fucking head, and it really fucked with me. Like, it really made me so, like, it broke me down. She broke me down to my core several different times, and it's not like I could just bounce back up. Like, it was literally times where I was literally contemplating my own entire life. Let's just keep it ready, PG, no tea, no shade. And my granny never stood up for me. Literally, that woman literally saw what her daughter was doing to me, and, you know, she saw that her daughter was in the wrong, but they always made me feel like I was in the wrong. They always told me to shut up. They always dismissed my feelings when it came to certain things. And that's why I have trust issues now, because it feels like no one was on my side. It feels like nobody is on my side. When I'm genuinely going through something, I'm genuinely trying to express myself to somebody, like, it feels like nobody is listening to me. No tea, no shade. Like, the only person now in the present time who I feel like truly is somewhat understanding me to a deeper level is literally two of my brothers, literally. I'm not gonna say their names because y'all know tea no shade. Y'all don't need to be knowing my personal business. Hello. But, like, no tea no shade, like, it just made me feel some type of way. Like, literally, I would literally cry sometimes. Like, I would cry myself to sleep sometimes in a bed or whatever, right? And, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, they always say I can't wait until you 18. But, like, genuinely, like, that's just so weird to me. Like, you know, nobody is ready to be an adult at 18, literally. Like, y'all, I feel like if it wasn't for my brother, like, who came and saved me from that damn city, I don't even think I would be able to be where I'm at right now. Like, genuinely. Like, me and my auntie and my granny got evicted. There was a story I told y'all about that before or whatever, right? Me, my auntie, and my granny got evicted or whatever, right? We ended up going to stay with my cousin. I didn't want to stay in that fucking house because my granny, this is like, I'm spilling all the fucking beans. I don't give a fuck no more. My granny, she's gone, okay? She's gone. Let's just say it like that. She's still alive, but mentally, she's checked out. Let's just say it like that. My auntie, she's a manipulator. She's getting worse and worse by the day, and she doesn't take any fucking accountability for her actions. Literally, and it's getting very scary. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. My auntie lost her job. Then she got hired from another job. She lost that job. My auntie literally was in my cousin's house for a year, y'all. She was in that house for a year. I literally, after, like, I left, I had my apartment for a year. So in that time frame, You could have been had a car, you could have been had this, you could have been saving, but no, instead you want to waste your time. Literally, no accountability, right? But here's genuinely why I'm cutting ties with my family. I'm cutting ties with my family on that side because they don't have good communication skills. They don't know simple respect. They take no accountability for their actions. They're narcissists. And I need to discover who I am in my inner core without anybody else telling me what I need to be and how I should act or how I need to live my life. I want to live my life the way I want to live it. And I felt so genuinely trapped. And they tried to ruin my credit. Like, literally, my auntie's backup plan to being homeless was to get a house in my name. Oh, bitch, you gotta be dumb. You ain't for to ruin my mother-in credit. Hell no. Hell no. Because if she ruined my credit, I would be fucked for the rest of my life. Like, literally, girl. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Family isn't defined by blood. It's defined by love, respect, and acceptance. My aunt and my granny chase hate. And by cutting them out, I chose myself. That's not weakness. That's strength, literally. And if someone refuses to see you for who you are, they don't deserve, they don't deserve a front row seat in your life. Let's just keep it like that. No tea, no shade. And my story isn't about losing my family. It's about gaining freedom, literally. I would never apologize for existing, and I would never silence myself for existing. I love myself. I love every bit a part of me. I'm Alizea. I'm black and I'm trans and I'm beautiful, and you better put some respect on my name. And I will never waste my voice on people who try to silence it, literally. I want people to understand that there is literally times where even all those good memories that you have with those people will show you their true colors, and you just got to believe it. I do have, it's not that I genuinely hate them and I despise them. Like, in the future, if they're still alive, if I ever make $1 billion, like, okay, yeah, I'll help their ass out, throw them a little chunk change here and there. But, like, I need time to reset from them, no shade, because they really damaged me. And it's not like I hate them forever. Like, even though my auntie punched me in my face on prom night, and that's basically, the A word or whatever, right? I don't hate her. To this day, I don't hate her. I still have love for her, but it's just very hard for me to love somebody who really hurt my feelings. Let's just say it like that. And who called me an F-slur and told me I should die. Let's just say it like that. But I love you guys. Straight Nicki Minaj. I gotta go. I just wanted to make another video for you wonderful, amazing people. I'm slowly getting better. Get up into the no makeup. Period. Get up into it. I gotta go though, y'all. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, loves. No bars.